What's going on, guys? JD at JD's Custom Buggies. It's a hot Florida day today, and yeah, I'm just sweating. So, shop's full and a mess, but we got our wheel in for our ATC, so we're gonna go ahead and mount it up and put her on. This way, at least I can get the ATC to roll in and out of the shop and run again. We did get the seat cover in, did put that in. I didn't do a video on it. Wasn't sure quite how to go about it because the apparently these ATCs, they came with a steel seat pan, and it's in rough shape. And I ordered it was like a $25 seat cover, and I saw the seat pan and the foam. The foam had a bunch of tape on it and whatnot, and I started looking. And High Flight makes seat foams and covers for them. But they're like 5 weeks out. They tell you up front they're 5 weeks out. And then I found another company that actually sold steel seat pans for these things. And I didn't want to wait, so I was like, let me take the cheap cover, put it on the stuff that's kind of worn down and whatnot, just to get the seat cover on. I wanted to get the pillowcase off there pretty badly. It did turn out all right. You can actually see the ripples of the tape and stuff under the foam, but I'll give you a look. So yeah, it's like a bomb went off in here between the KFX project and everything else. So let's zoom out a little bit. But anyway, here's our seat cover. It didn't come out incredibly bad. It does look a lot better than it did. So we got our front wheel on, and we're gonna go ahead and mount it up and get it on there. I did find our 4+4 130 lug patterned 8-inch wheel. So we're gonna get that third tire mounted. Just to give you an idea, I gotta bolt up the hubs, but yep, there's basically our 4-on-110 buggy hub. So that actually worked out really good. So let's get the mount in the tire. All right, we got our wheel. I had to use some WD-40. Somebody had stuck a sales label on it, I guess, before they shipped it, or wherever it came from. So I wanted to get that off. Got our tire machine. There's the front tire. Adjust this a little bit. All right. I get by with mounting tires. I'm no expert, got no tricks. I got a couple of tricks, but with big fat tires like this, sometimes don't like the seat. And what I found out at the track one day is we had to reset a bead on the tire. The old WD-40 on the rim goes a long way as far as getting the tire to slip. So that'd make a mess of my hand. And then I'm just realizing now that we need to put a valve stem in this tire. So, grab a new shorty. You hear the air hissing? That's my leaky air machine that I need to do something about. A valve core tool, stem tool I should say. Core tool would replace the core out of the stem, but we're putting the stem on the rim. Okay. Back where I know it's going to be. The valve core, valve core tool, and we're going to take this out. help it out. It's a non-directional tire, so it's not fighting a little bit. Sometimes they'll slip right on, and then other times, not so much. I'm going to help work it around this rim here. Got my tool. Yep, I did. Put that up there. I need to put new feet on the machine that grabbed the rim, so it might spin on me a little bit. We're gonna see if I can help get it started this way. Pretty tough. Okay. Wrong pedal. I know what's going to happen, and why I'm stopping is because the feet are wore out and I'm afraid the tire will, or the whole rim will spin. So that's enough to get me going. A lot better than wrestling it on the floor. Alright, we're going to go one more time with this WD on the inside of the rim, because where it seems to have the most problem when you, some big tires like this on little rims, is getting the tire bead above the lips in the rim. Like I said, this seemed to, one time at the track we were trying everything and exhausted all our options. So let's try WD-40 and boom, she kind of popped on. So. This might be tough. It might take me a minute to get the seat. See. Oh, nice. Other side, not yet. There we go. Boom. I know one of these tires we were bouncing it up and down on the ground and trying all kinds of things to get it to mount. I do swear I have this tire machine in the hottest corner of the shop. So I've got to not work up a sweat getting the tire on here, and I don't think I worked that hard for this one. Give it a wipe off. There we go. All right, let's go mount it. All right, so upon further review, you know what? I didn't like the way the bearings felt. The one was definitely bad. This one's froze up, so ended up knocking it out. But now I'm feeling the other one, where I thought it was okay. I'm like, while I'm at it, let's just replace it. So, I had to find something long enough to go through this long hub, which today is going to be an extension. steel. There's the bearing. Alright, put our one bearing in. Hopefully this little vise will hold this hub. A little crooked. Okay. Put our spacers in there. Get our other fresh bearing. Nice. Hub is ready. Alright, the one last thing I've got to do, because it's been about a week before since we tore it apart, is I want to chase the threads on this axle. The nuts gave us a hard time coming out. So what we're going to do is get a tap and chase these threads. And then one of the reasons why the one side gave us both sides actually, whatever cotter pins the previous owner had in there, we're pretty much stuck in there. So once we get this all chased out, I'm going to try and tap out the old remainder of the cotter pin. Now I'm guessing on the size, but it looks to be 12 by 125. We'll fix it to find out real quick. It seems to go on there pretty good. Much better. All the way at the bottom. If I was tapping it from scratch, obviously I would be using some sort of cutting oil, but even WD works better than being dry. But we're just, like I said, we're just chasing these threads. Try and see if I can't get those cotter pins out. Yeah, I mean it's got a damaged thread on there, but we should be alright. It even threaded the little bit of cotter pin that was left. Besides, not so bad, but better safe than sorry. The whole point is, obviously the threads are damaged, so we don't want that, but I try to make these old bikes as serviceable as my new bikes. So I don't want to run into these problems later. So if I see it, I try to address it while I see it. which seems like the smart thing to do. Okay. Yeah, that side looks much better. Do a little. See if my smallest punch will be able to get in the hole and tap that out. I can see where the cotter pins are, so let's give that a go. Alright. I thought I had one smaller. I don't know if I misplaced it, which isn't uncommon. So I'm gonna use this one to get it started. Once I see it move, we'll judge hole-wise. Might be rough, it's gonna wanna. Might have to stick this in a different vise. Oh yeah, she's moving. Alright, now the question is this guy gonna be big enough? If not, I'll drill this hole out a little bigger. It don't look like it. Okay, so come up with another plan then. Get this one started. If I'm lucky, I've got a drill with a bit that will be close to what I want within reach. Yeah, that one moved too. But could try the other side too. See if that works for me any better. Okay. Oh, actually, I might be able to grab that one out. I didn't realize she came. I don't think it's gonna move from this side, only because I probably mashed it in there, trying to get it from this side. Try that. It moved too. Okay. Let's see what we got. Yep. Alright, so what we're going to attempt to do now, instead of trying to drill it through, grab the pliers. See if I can't yank it out. She's wedged. comes out. Okay, so this one, little tap tap, she might come out too. In fact, this one might be big enough now. Yep, okay. One down, one to go. See if I can't help it along first, and then I'll try the pliers. Twisting is going to help it or not. Okay, boom, out. What's it look like on the other side? Definitely moving around. Basically, when it got cut in half, I had two little pieces in there, two halves of the cotter pins, so. Let's see if I can grab it. She's poking her head out. Turtle head poking out. There we go. Alright. Problem overcome. Now we can start putting this hub together, put the wheel on the hub, and go for it. I'm going to find two Newcastle nuts. Perfect. All right. A lot of people I don't think people take into consideration sometimes, because, I mean, I'm sure there's shops that just order it as they need stuff. I tend to want stuff laying around that comes in handy, that if I need it, I've got it. Hence, having the right size bearings by just pulling the other one out and matching it up, because I keep good inventory of bearings and stuff like this. Metric Castle nuts come in handy, working on buggies, working on anything Japanese, power sports wise. So, but along with that goes a large investment of stuff that just sits around until you need it. But when you need it and you have it, it makes you feel tremendously good inside. It barely reaches. This is a deep wheel. Alright, so here's where I gotta remember, because it's been a minute. I know we have these two spacers, and the axle slides up there, and then the spacer goes in and locks this in. So that's so the axle can just drop out the bottom. So, that being said, I'm gonna go ahead. I don't really think it matters which way the wheel goes on as much as it matters that's the long axle. Only goes other axle spacer and just hit it. So now the trick is to lift up this balloon, get both of these forks, slide that spacer in there, try and get this one in there at the same time. Oh, there's one. All right, and you see how that just lifts the wheel, keeps it spinning up? So this was not as hard as I thought it would be. You have a nut for this side. It looks cool though. I definitely like the squared off look on the wheel. Very nice. Okay. Definitely better than the Kenda Scorpion. Probably should be a little fatter than that. Problem with the other, it's like the guy hammered into cotter pins. Make it swim a little. I mean, you don't want them so much that you're afraid they're gonna drop out, but by all means, don't hammer one in there. That's too thick. That won't work. All right. Oh, I've got to put some cotter pins in the hubs. Get the sucker off of jack stands and I'll be a happy camper. Daddy's little helper. That? Yes, I did. All right, so apparently we've got a cotter pin that broke off here and I didn't notice. Okay, that one actually didn't give us any problem at all. So, a couple of taps and it dropped right out, fortunately. We can grab our other wheel. Yeah, it's gonna be too deep. I need an extension. Shaking everything. Sitting pretty. So, that's going to conclude this for now. Just give you a quick look. The rims look a lot better than the stock rims anyway. Tires look awesome compared to the stock tires or whatever tires he had on there to begin with. So, make a nice little pit machine. So the plan with this is right now, this isn't really on my priority list. It runs, it rolls. It's pretty much good enough for me at this point. Probably change out that throttle once I get it, and then I'll make the decision. I mean, the plastics I might do after the move to Tennessee. Not quite sure yet. I do save like all the old bikes, my ATC 200X, and whatever I take off, I save, because I know original plastics, no matter what condition they're in, sometimes they're worth something. So at this point, this is it for this bike for now. We're going to concentrate on the KFX project next. So need a little room to get this done. And right now, like I said, I'm going to do this at my leisure. I might order the plastic sooner than later. We'll see. Whatever I do, it'll pop up, so you can see the video. Thanks again for tuning in. If you like what you see, hit the like button. Of course, if you haven't already subscribed, if you need parts, go to gotbuggies.com. And that's it for now. JD's out.